Some people act as if the other people that they are seeing are ghosts. So I'm walking, I'm in my own business, coming to this tree, and I don't know, to stay kumtusi, but I feel like there are people who look at you as if you are a ghost. You're like, you mind your own business. You want to look at my face so that you can see me. So I have my music on my phone, and I'm playing and I'm singing it, and someone is looking at me. She's from a distance. She's passing from a path, and you're like, so you mind your business. Me, I'm not after you. Looking after your face. Now she wants to look at me like a ghost. People can tire you. I'm even I'm tired. From even thinking, people have many perceptions of you. Just from looking at you, they are like, I can imagine what was going on in her mind. She's like, who is this person? Who's listening to this song? Who's singing to this song? And often at times you find that they are Christians. Often at times, Christians. Judging you from every look. There are people who are like that, naturally. Me, imagine for me, I'm very different. We meet somewhere, and maybe we interact at a close position. You'll even find that I'll not even look at your face. I'll not give a damn. Later on is when wait. By then I need to keep the face, the memory of that person in my mind. It is because I think I get lost in my world so much that some things, or is it selective amnesia? Probably selective amnesia. I'm like, anyway, that is of the world. It's just a small thing. So I've come from doing laundry, washing my clothes. Yeah, to keep clean. And I've not bathed for about 4 days. Is it 4 days or even 5 days? So, and my head is quite itchy. The reason behind it is that the science behind it is actually very simple. If, people don't understand. Actually, ladies or even girls don't understand it. When you have hair and you do not clean it oftenly, it will start to itch. Why? Our skin is made up of dead skin or dead cells, and to make sure that it is somehow smooth, the body produces an oil on the skin so that it can keep off bacteria, it can protect us from biological pathogens. There's physical such as the sun. So there's this oil that is produced by the body called sebum. Sebum is produced all over the skin, where the skin is light, kind of light, even on the hand. Hand is a skin, but it's tough. Now I'm talking about these parts that are less, thick. That sebum produced on the skin, you find that there are many biological pathogens on our skin, such as the cheeks. You can find some bacteria here. You can even find some fungus. There are fungus which live under this nail. There are fungus which live, now let me focus on the head. There are fungus which live on the head, right? Remember, sebum is being produced on the skin of the head. Okay? If you do not clean it up, fungus will find an opportune an opportunity to eat that sebum. It feeds on that sebum so that it can live. And when it eats this sebum, it produces excrete. All right, excreta. We call it excreta. These are the stool. I call it stool anyway. It will make more sense. It produces feces is disgusting. Feces, but that's the word. That's the idea. When it produces that waste, when it drops on the skin, it is a chemical that it irritates the skin, and so that the nerves can detect that there is something that is off. So that is why you feel that itchiness. So when you don't wash your head, the skin of your head, you are as good as keep on itching your head. So I know the science behind it. I've come to realize, some things did not make sense a while ago. You are wondering, okay, I encountered a video the other day about people who drink tea with, who oftenly drink sugar or take foods with so much sugar. They most of the time are very sluggish in whatever they are doing. You find that they are very slow even at thinking compared to those people who don't drink tea oftenly. And there's a mechanism behind it. I did not understand that a while back, but as a biology student, as a good biology student, I was a good biology student. It happens that I have come to actually rethink about it. What happens is that this sugar, that these people who are taking sugars, goes into the bloodstream and engulfs the red blood cells. Okay, what is the purpose of this red blood cells? Supply oxygen. Oxygen is actually the main need. So when sugar engulfs the red blood cells, what happens? Now the efficiency of these red blood cells is reduced. Okay, these red blood cells do not deliver oxygen to those tissues that is in the body. Okay, they deliver oxygen but not at the optimum. All right, so you find that the tissues are lacking any oxygen, which is responsible for aerobic. Is it aerobic? Yes, aerobic. Anaerobic means no oxygen. Aerobic, a respiration does not happen. Alright? Respiration is the process by which glucose is broken down to ATP energy and molecules and water and what else? If you look at the structure of sugar, glucose, it is CH0, which means that it has to produce ATP plus carbon dioxide and yes, water. Those are the three products from the chemistry that I know. So that is the respiration, and which is energizes us as any living being, insect, bird, whichever living thing. So we lack energy in those tissues that are really important. Now, there's one aspect that you should know about these red blood cells. When you engulf them, they will not be able to penetrate even the smallest capillaries. This means that some of the parts of the brain will not receive the oxygen and even will not carry out respiration. Means that the overall effect is that you will be slow, sluggish, you will be slow in whatever you are slow at thinking. You're not as fast as you could if you know the red blood cells could deliver more oxygen effectively. So that is the science behind it, and I thought about it the other day. I think it makes sense. And you hear people that but the world has been just fucked up by misinformation. And the person who is saying this, the person who is saying this is the big farmer. The person who is selling you the seed oils, the person who is telling you this is the doctors who have also been manipulated and who are in business. They understand what is happening, but they want to be in business. Lying to people that cholesterol is bad. Hey, who told you that cholesterol is bad? But this narrative started when back in 19 when this oil nini was started to being processed, 1910s and 20s thereabouts. So that is where the narrative started, and the word has been manipulated to believe that cholesterol is bad. At these bad fats from animals they are bad. They have bad cholesterol. You're like, someone is feeding you that information so that you conform to their idea of manipulation. Of course, they want to make money. That's the ultimate nini, and they want to stay in business. So you believe in them, and you start consuming whatever they tell you. The oil is bad. You mean the people who are eating the likes of Akina Noah when they were nini? What do you call? How do you call it? Killing animals for the purpose. What do you call it? The one. What word I'm looking for? This word. Slaughtering. When they were slaughtering the animals and nini. You mean they were eating bad fats? Reasonably, like this beats the logic. It doesn't happen that way. Someone has just manipulated the world, and the world that we are living in, you must be very. Don't depend on any information. Don't depend on information from other people or people who are considered big. Big in a way that they have influence to other people. Actually, the general population. Don't believe in them, Bona, because you'll be lost. So I've learned also, take information. See, science is there. It has facts. Facts prove. Okay. Facts prove what? It's a word that I'm looking for. Not logic. Facts prove. Facts prove the truth. Show. I've become that Kikuyu guy. Become that Kikuyu chap. Yeah, if you want to get the real information, science is there to prove that. So you must dig deep and realize that there's so much that we are being fed that is not there. Even the Bible itself, there are people who don't know that the Bible is missing some books. You find that there are Christians who will not know that there's a book called the Book of Adam and Eve. There's the Book of Esther that is in the Bible, but it is missing some chapters because someone decided to remove the nini. I don't know why, but they came into conclusion that these people do not need this information. Who said so? Anyway, this world we are living, just be careful of what information that you are consuming. Do your research, proper research that has been proven by science. I hear of someone conducted a research, or they concluded that oil is bad for consumption. Are you really in your common sense? And as a country in Kenya, we are facing this this tragedy that is about to come. I have seen it from far. I've seen people talking about it. About taxes. There is this financial bill that is about to be passed in. Is it this month or next month? I think this month, because the budget is, I'm not sure about it, but that is what is happening. This financial bill is going to impose taxes, and by taxes I mean heavy taxes. The other day I touched about the topic about cars, bread, and what else? It's something that I talked about. At every car owner will be paying taxes every year because of owning a car. And you hear that sending, even right now, sending 100 shillings will cost you 0 bob. Alright, sending a half 500 bob will cost you about, I don't know, 6 bob or 12 bob. I'm not sure about it. They are, it is categorized in that way. So I didn't know that the financial bill covers a lot of things, and from the look of things, Kenyans are going to suffer under the reign of this Ruto. I elected him. I'm suffering the consequences, and we are going to live in a world that, hey bro. Now leave that aside. Microsoft is establishing cloud computing warehouse here in Kenya. And where is the funding coming from? American supporters. Alright, fine. There is the funding of this big thing, data center. And you know data center, what that means: servers, energy, money, so that you can keep it moving. And someone is going to facilitate this. Think twice about it. When the deal is too good, think twice about it. Now, the other day, I think Ruto was in America the other day. He had gone there to visit the US. I think to sell. I don't know. Ruto is, by the way, he's an example of a taker. In this book that I'm reading, Giving and Taking, he's such a taker. Even I had to make a post about it. Ruto, he's such an undertaker. The taker of the takerest, an undertaker. He's by the word taker in this book, Give and Take, should be replaced by Ruto, because this guy disguises as a giver, yet he's such the perfect example of a taker. Let me talk of something called, now he made a deal. I'm sure he went to make a deal with the US president. Haiti is undergoing some violence and some wars, internal conflicts, and Ruto is there trying to make a deal so that police officers can move from Kenya to Haiti. That beats logic. This beats logic. You are like, okay, so you have left Kenya, which is facing internal conflicts, such as the what do you call these people who steal animals with force? Bandits. So the banditry, the act of banditry, bandit. What do you call that activity? That act. So you leave that and you go solve someone else's problem in Haiti. Does that even make sense? But when you come to think about it, look at it in the bigger picture. Maybe there's a forced hand behind this, all these activities that Ruto is doing. What if we are a slave to someone? He's forcing us, the president, to do some certain things. Talk of now, as Kenya, we have so much loan from the IMF. There is a central, okay, not central, but there are two banks, IMF and the other one, I don't know. Okay, no, United Nations is not a bank. This is the bank that I'm forgetting. We have so much debt with them. We owe them as Kenyans almost, I don't know, 10 trillion Kenyan shillings. That's about about 100 billion US dollars. I'm not sure about that. Is it? So we have so much debt. Maybe the IMF is forcing us to the president to impose taxes so that you can repay them. I think that is what is happening. You think about it logically, that makes sense. Forcing our policemen and even army to go to Haiti so that, that even doesn't make sense. Kenyan army goes to Haiti. Haiti is not even in Africa. You're like, by the way, what is happening? But as Kenyans, the president is selling us anyway. And by the way, he doesn't have my vote. Come 2027. I don't care what happens. I think, but I like his personality. On the other hand, I like his personality as much as I don't like how he's being a taker. I like his personality. The hardworking guy. He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to talk to people. Okay, the word is not manipulate. It is to he knows how to project power. He knows how to project. He knows how to bring it out. The communication aspect of even speaking to people. He knows how to speak with. So that he's likable. Okay, and that is one characteristics of a taker. However, as much as you want to be a giver, you must also take lessons from the taker. A taker is someone who knows how to articulate his points very perfectly. He knows how to trade minds, from the last book that I was reading. And this is a person that knows very well what he wants. That is the kind of new person that I want to make. Alright? So, let me update on whatever I was saying yesterday. I was wrong. It was not date 17. The car arrived, I guess, 3 days ago. Has now bought the car for his girlfriend. Bro, bro is living the life. And I'm even forced. Wait. Okay, actually, that news is very simple and short as it is. They bought the car. It is a Subaru Campion. He's calling it Campion. Hey, bro, I'm admiring this guy's life. Yani, he's working at home. Anyway, not talk about it. The thing is, it is my drive for now. I'm working too hard at having a life like Hezi. I don't want to become like Hezi. I want a life like Hezi. I want to a life that is like of that of Hezi. And he's challenging me to be the best of the best. So there are these girls in his same comment section in that video where he's surprising his girl with this car, where she could not believe that it is hers. I want to see that reaction in my partner, but now when I'm buying that car, when I'm buying that, Porsche Cayenne, yo. So, I'm speaking loudly because there's no one to hear today. Me, I want even to surprise my girlfriend with a, Porsche Cayenne. You even buy yourself you buy yourself good cars, premium cars that you can say reflect on the nini that you have. He also moved into another house. Bro. By the way, if there is one example that I can pick from this Hezi, is that work hard when no one is watching, and now showcase the wealth when you have made it and you know that you can't lose it. But show it in a way that you will feel proud of yourself, bro. I'm looking at people in the DM comments, especially girls. They are wishing that they were his girlfriend. One was saying, where were you when I was 25? The guy says I was working hard. Enough statement to even to challenge that girl. What am I not doing? And again, it's good that she's showcasing this Nini because it has impressed me as a person who is admiring to have a good life. But as much as I'll be having a good life, I will also balance it out with doing good to others. Remember, it is my commitment to make sure that I educate orphans, I educate needy people in the society, I help needy people in the society. As much as I'll be in that position, underwater, what do you call it in English? Chini ya maji is in English. You are downplaying those activities. You are helping people, but you don't want to people to know that you are doing that. I think I'll make that guy. I'll make that type of a guy. As much as I'm wealthy, I'll still be impacting the humanity in a big way. I don't want to appear in the limelight, but I just want to be. You know how Sonko lives? My movie Sonko, I want to live that life. You're helping people, but now you are not popular. I don't want to be popular for helping people. Help people when they don't know that you are helping them. That is my aim. So, growing up, we often heard sayings such as, whether in high school, not in high school per se, but in primary school, that these sayings, these medhalis, that all that glitters is not gold. Okay? All that glitters is not gold. There's this medhali saying, there's this saying in Kiswahili, it is a medhali, asiyesikia la mkuu huvunjika guu. And the same medhali as the English one, now translated to Kiswahili, is yang'aayo sio kila kitu king'aacho ni dhahabu. And that statement at that time didn't make any sense. All that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold. At that time, we used to think that it's just a saying that people, these Englishmen, came about and decided to just think about it and write it on the books. But as you grow older, you realize the statement carries a lot of logic, a lot of truth, a lot of facts, or even facts, because I've come to realize, and this in the aspect of humanity, when interacting with other people, we tend to forget that when interacting with people, there is the people behind those faces. Okay, and not everyone, not every person that you see and like fits your purpose, will have value to you. It doesn't work that way, and I've come to learn that 90% of the people that you are in your life are not supposed to be there. These are people who are supposed, they even don't help you anymore. In any way. That was such a good rhyme. Most of the people in your life are not meant to be there, because at anywhere they don't impact your life. They don't add value to you. They go further to bring you even trouble, and even they don't add any value anyway. Let me not extend it too much. And I've been speaking my mind for the past 2-3 days, 4 now. Make it 4 days. That's me. As long as you don't add value to my life, I think I'll treat you as a friend. I'll not push you further away so much that but I'll not be connected to you. I'll not treat you as a close friend, but I'll treat you as any other person that I meet you with anywhere. That is the kind of guy that I'll treat you as. If you are not adding any value, you go away. Yeah, you go away. And I've come to appreciate looking at the value rather than the aesthetic looks of that person that you are relating with, you have made friendship with, you are liking doesn't mean that they fit the purpose, and it is always the opposite. They are just pleasing. They please your eyes. They are handsome, they are beautiful, they speak well, so that you like them, and in any way don't they impact your life. In any way they don't. That is why I'm very, very, very selective. I don't know when I'll stop talking about this, but I think it has reached a point I'm looking at the quality rather than quantity. Anyway, my wife, I just hope that you will see this one day. I just hope that you will see this one day, and I just hope that we will meet this year. So make sure you meet at the right place at the right time. Yeah, I want to meet my wife, Bana. I'm tired of staying single. So I just wanted to say something about it, and it's good to choose quality. As you grow older, you realize there are things in life that we take for granted. We don't really take a closer look. You really do not know a person until you come closer to them. You realize that there's so much imperfections in them that looking from a distance they are good looking, they are until you come close to them, you see the other side of the human that is hidden, that is on the dark side of them, that we don't really know. Anyway, I'm here to speak my mind. Don't judge me. That is, if any person sees this. The other day I was talking about this video that is gaining views, so I changed the title. Hey, by the way, I had to change the title because it moved from how many views, 10 views to even 13 views. I was like, where are people coming to see this video? You know that I removed some keywords so that it doesn't attract attention. This channel is not for views. I'm here to so that I can have reference of whatever I was thinking of in the past, when I will be 25 years old, 30 years old, when I'll be so much wealthy, I'll be so much rich, and I'll be looking at my journey and even showcasing people. So that's that. I think I don't have any thoughts today. I have so much to talk about, but this lately I've not been thinking about things. I want to faint. You know, when you wake up, blood flows very fast, so that you see that not drowsy, dizziness. Is it drowsiness or dizziness? You feel like fainting. So blood from the head moves down fast. That is why you feel that you might faint. So I have to end this here. I have to end this diary here, because today I don't have internet, guy, and I expect I need to have internet so that I can move on with my work of copyright. I had to complete whatever I was doing online about copyright claims, to do copyright claims tutorials, and how to remove copyright. I don't have internet. I have 0 bob. I have 2 shillings. 2 shillings, yeah. 2 shillings in my account. And Hustler Fund is asking me of the money, of the debts that I owe them. The other day, let me sit down kidogo. The other day, I heard that people who had not paid the loans that they took from M-Shwari. M-Shwari is a branch of M-Pesa that people can take loans and even invest money in there. I came to know that, was it the day before yesterday? So whoever had borrowed a loan and did not repay some years back, they are taking that money. This digital world that we are living in, hey, whatever you do will be traced, and the internet never forgets. So meaning that if you never paid the Hustler Fund, it will still be deducted, even if it means 10 years from now. They have that record. You have not paid, they will deduct, and of course with interest. Anyway, I'll make sure that I pay the loan so that it doesn't get deducted at some point. So I have to end this diary here. I wanted to talk about that. I have to end this diary here. And remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.